Hello, my beautiful people. How are you doing today? Thank you and welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, hi, welcome. Today's message, you guys, I've been feeling this so deep in my guts, and I've just been wanting to actually record for the month of August. I feel so strongly in my spirit that a lot of you watching me right now are on the verge of a breakthrough, and there may be a reason why you stumbled upon this video or why it was even recommended to you. You may be on the verge of a breakthrough and not even know it. I'm going to be sharing with you 3 telltale signs that you are literally on the verge of a breakthrough. So watch out for sign number 1. Sign number 1 is a very strong sense of impatience. So when you're on the verge of a breakthrough, literally it seems to be this overwhelming sense of impatience where you like things that you typically will be patient about and pray to God about and be steadfast and hold on. You just want to rush and just pick something, make a decision, settle for a second best. And we see that even in the Bible, Abraham was promised a child. He was promised by God that he was going to be a father of many nations, but it's going to be through a seed that he's promised to give Sarai, who was his wife, who of course later her name became Sarah. But God promised Abraham that he was going to bless him and his wife with a son. However, because in their own human mind, they wanted to speed things up for God, not knowing God is the author and the finisher. He knows the future. He's the master planner. Sarah ended up, offering Haggai, who was her servant, to Abraham so that, they can make a baby, thinking they would like to help God. So I encourage you, if you're feeling this overwhelming sense of impatience right now, whether it's, you're seeking God for one thing or another, you have to hold even further, you have to anchor even tighter. You have to hold on even stronger because you don't want this to slip out of your hand. Number 2 is an overwhelming just distraction and temptation. You guys, I don't know, in my own life for sure, there's so many instances where whenever I just feel so many distraction and God was able to help me face through those seasons, literally the next things that start to happen are like breakthroughs on things I've been believing about. Like when I don't fall for temptations or when I don't get distracted and just go on my own or do my own thing, just on the other side of that, on the other side of the obedience of just being anchored and steadfast is the breakthrough. So right now, if you're feeling this overwhelming sense of temptation, maybe there's a habit you have that you constantly fall into, or you just get distracted by things that that typically doesn't distract you, and you just kind of lose that focus. Be aware, because it could just be the devil just trying to throw different things your way and try to knock you off your feet. So pretty much you even see it even in Jesus's ministry, how when literally after the temptation, when he went to the wilderness to fast 40 days and 40 nights, that was literally when he was launched into his ministry. So if you can imagine, if he had fallen for any of those temptations, do you think maybe the prophecy and we'll still be saved today? So it's really important, and Jesus is one example in the Bible. There's so many other examples of people getting distracted at the verge of their breakthrough. Don't let that be you, sister. Don't let that be you, brother. Whenever you feel an overwhelming sense of just distraction and just lack of focus, you have to hold tighter to God and ask him for that grace that will help you scale through this season, because your breakthrough is knocking. The third thing I would say for you to know that you're on the verge of a massive breakthrough is when you start feeling that sense of hopelessness, when you start feeling like, you just hit the rock bottom. You're just, your back is against the wall. There's no way out. You kind of feel like cornered. Be very aware, because even though it might seem like there isn't any kind of steam to keep moving, beware, because guess what? When you hit the rock bottom, there's nowhere else to go but up. So you have to understand that there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Even though it seems like the darkest right now, guess what? If you just hold on and ask for grace to hold on through this really dark time, trust me, your testimony is going to make the ears of those who hear it tingle. That's a massive kind of breakthrough that's about to happen. But you have to be able to withstand some really hard things sometimes. But the beautiful thing is you're not by yourself. We're not fatherless. We're not motherless. We're not orphans. God hasn't left us alone in this world. We have Him to help us break through. So I'm just going to recap. If you're feeling an overwhelming sense of impatience, number 2 is if you feel like you have this overwhelming sense of lack of focus, you're distracted easily, there's lots of temptation being thrown your way, be aware. That is also another sign that your breakthrough is around the corner. And the third thing here is if you feel a really keen sense of hopelessness, you just feel this overwhelming sense of depression, just down and out and sad. Watch out, because especially if you have those 3 combined simultaneously, my goodness, your breakthrough is near. So you have to ask for grace in this season, because His grace is more than sufficient for you. I look forward to hearing your testimonies. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.